Alrighty. Guys, today we are going to be starting our series on TitanMC Prison. I know it's been a while, but I do want to start uploading more, and I figured what better way to start it than a series on a classic prison server. Now, number one, I just want to point out there is some amazing winter vibes going on in this spawn. I absolutely love the particles and everything. It's just a very well decorated server. Like as we roam around and stuff, obviously this will all become more and more familiar, but I just want to praise them a little bit for the fact that honestly, man, you don't see a lot of good decorations anymore. Like a lot of the servers these days are just very streamlined and bare bones and kind of soulless, to be honest. And when I logged on this server, the first thing I noticed was the fact that it kind of is decorated like it's Christmas or something, and I think that is absolutely amazing. It's also a little bit different than most prison servers. Like I said at the start of the video, it is a classic prison server. So if we go ahead and go /rankup, it basically just says, hey, talk to the warden to rank up or prestige. And a lot of you, this might be before your time, but as an old head, let me explain this to you guys. So back in the day when prison servers were kind of first popping off, a lot of them didn't have a /rankup. There was just like a sign somewhere and you had to right click it and that would rank you up. So this is basically as similar as you could get, while also kind of modernizing the rank up system on a classic prison server. So this says, be aware when prestiging, your inventory will get wiped. So that's good to know. And all you got to do is talk to the warden to rank up and click confirm. Now, I just ranked up to E3 from the E4 rank because I did a little bit of mining before we started recording, but I also want to get from E3 to E2, which costs, I believe, 40,000. So we're going to have to get 40K this episode. Somehow, some way, we'll figure it out. We only have 1.2K so far toward that 40K goal, so we do have our work cut out for us. So my goal for this episode is basically, I just want to rank up one more time. That'll be 2 times total then, and also I want to rent a cell. Now all of these cells are taken, so we're gonna have to find an empty one, but I believe when you rent a cell, it rents it for, I don't know if it's 3 days or 3 hours or what, and I think it costs around 6K to rent a cell. Can we find one that's empty to find out? Yeah, see, so 6,000 for 3 hours of cell time. So honestly, it's a little bit expensive. I'm kind of surprised, but 6K is really not that much. It's not very hard to get at all. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the mines because the E-mine is actually not super crazy. It does take a while to get money from the E-mine, I won't lie to you guys. So here is the E-mine. Now I did notice they do have sell signs back here which allow you to sell like cobble or stone, for example, but they do not have like a sign to sell coal to, I don't believe, or iron or anything like that. So I do believe you actually have to go back to the spawn and get to the shop that way. These sort of small nuances that you would expect from like a modern prison server just are not present on most classic prison servers. It might seem a little bit crazy to some of you, like, well, why is there not like a sell sign for everything right outside the mine? Honestly, I actually like this design on classic prison better than like the modern prison servers, because instead of everything just being like a streamlined, mine your heart out kind of situation like every prison server these days, there's a little bit more thinking required. You have to kind of traverse the spawn. You have to, you want to do something. You want to have like a storage area. Well, you got to rent a cell. I mean, it feels more like an actual prison rather than these OP prison servers where you spawn in, boom, immediately you get your own mine, like all that kind of stuff. So I actually am a big fan of this classic prison experience, believe it or not. I'm not sure if it's for everyone, to be honest. Some people might miss those little quality of life things that make the experience just a little bit quicker, but this is my kind of speed. I don't know, I'm a very big fan of classic prison, but I'm just going to show you guys just from mining for a little bit. We got 39 cobble, 7 coal, and 1 raw iron. So I'll go ahead and show you, like I said, you're not going to make a ton of money at the E-mine. It is not a super great mine or anything like that, but we'll actually go see how much we can make from our coal. There might be like a coal sign closer than the server shop, but really it's only a quick walk away from spawn. So okay, so you get $16 each from the coal, and what do we have now? We've got 1,600, so not bad. And if we wanted to go ahead and sell this iron to the server, we would obviously have to cook it first, and then we could get about $56 for it, it looks like. And if you end up wanting to do that, like if you have a bunch of raw iron and you want to smelt it, I'm just going to show you guys real quick, because this is our first episode. I don't want anybody to join and like get lost or anything or feel like they can't figure it out. So I do want to go ahead and guide you guys through this. But if you go back out to the mine area, there's actually these little furnace thingies here, so you can put the iron in the furnace. Obviously you'll need some coal that you mined as well, and then you can just kind of smelt your iron or whatever it is you're trying to smelt. So I actually like this. If we do /ranks and we look at the ranks again, all of the E ranks, to my understanding, share the E mine. There's like a mine for every letter. So there's an E mine, there's a D mine, there's a C mine, there's a B mine, and then there's an A mine. So I actually really like that. I don't know about Liberation. I'm sure there is a Liberation mine, but I actually really like the fact that there's not just a million mines. There's more people in each mine this way. It feels a little bit more connected to the server. You don't feel like you're just like flying through the mines and having to teleport around like, oh, I gotta go to the next mine, gotta go to the next mine. I've always hated that. I feel like less mines just keeps things more community based, in my opinion. I don't know, maybe that's just me being a like a sentimental old head or something, who knows. But I do like less mines because it means more people are going to be mining in the same area. And honestly, they have the timers perfect on this server. The mines reset so quickly. There's never a time where like the mine is completely bare and you're just waiting for, you know, it to reset. So I do think they have it all worked out very well on here. This is also the wood area, by the way. I guess I'll show you guys since I'm like nearby. And oh, I actually want to show you guys the quests too, because the quests are really cool. Not sure if we're going to complete any this video. We might do like maybe next video we'll try and hit like a bunch of quests or something. But yeah, you can come mine wood in this little area. Not entirely sure how it works. I'm pretty sure you can just mine any of this and it resets at a certain point. There's no timer, so I couldn't tell you like when it resets. But if we go ahead and talk to Timberland, which is funny, like Timberland, he has a quest for us with a $1,000 reward, and it says bring me 1 iron axe. Now I'm not sure if it's because I have hustler rank or what, which is actually the lowest donor rank, but if I do /craft, I can just use this to craft like whatever it is we need. So that's cool that we have that. Like I said, I don't know if that comes with that rank or if it's something that everyone has. I have no idea, but the kit that I actually have on right now is from hustler rank. So if you guys do want to get like a good start with like some good diamond tools, hustler rank is very good value in my opinion. So definitely check that out. But like I said, I'm not gonna do this quest today, like right now. I will probably end up doing it next episode. But if you ever need wood on here, now you guys know where to get it. I'm not sure if every like cell block has their own wood mine, but if not, there's one at the spawn. Next up, I actually want to show you guys how we're going to get the majority of our money pretty quickly as well. So I already have 31 emeralds on us, which if we look at what half a stack sells for, that's about 10k worth of emeralds. So we're just going to sit here and sell a bunch of them. Honestly, I probably should have just gotten more and then sold them as 64. But if we do /bal, boom, 23k. Easiest 23k you'll ever make in your life. I mined those earlier, and I'm going to show you guys right now just like how quickly you can make some really good money as hustler on this server. Hustler's like the base donor rank too. So the fact that the mine is like this good is like crazy. I'm actually like super hyped about this. We might end up getting higher donor ranks further into the series. I'm not entirely sure how that's going to work yet, but I do think it's cool starting as the base donor rank and just kind of working our way up, because we're going to get to see what each rank has as far as quality of life and the kit and all that kind of stuff. I've been playing it while I haven't been recording too, so like I just want to say it is very addicting. And while we do only have a diamond pickaxe with no, you know, it doesn't have any enchants or anything on it, I'm still having a blast, man. Like we'll figure out the enchants later. You know, this is our first episode. This is Classic Prison. So in my opinion, we're just doing well. just to have a diamond pickaxe at all. I mean, back in my day when we played on these kind of servers, you would start with like a wooden pickaxe, which, I mean, if you're a default rank, you might. Maybe you do start with a wooden pickaxe, I don't know. But all I know is that this lower speed prison experience is definitely, I'm a big fan of it. It's something that I'm a big fan of. It reminds me of like the 2012, maybe even earlier than that sort of prison experience. That might seem crazy to you guys, it was that long ago, but in 2012 I was 13, man, so I was playing all of these old school prison servers that we had back then, because this whole op prison thing, it wasn't really that popular yet. Also, op prison servers just go way too quickly. Like, I don't want to be ranking up every 10 seconds and, you know, I'm getting crate keys every 5 seconds that are giving me like barely anything. Like, the whole modern prison experience is just like a dopamine farm. It's literally just like a slot machine, and I hate it so much. I'm actually not even sure how we can enchant. I think maybe we actually need to make a enchanting table. Maybe I should ask the owner about that. I'm not really sure. But also, I do want to give a big shout out to the owner. Okay, I feel kind of bad because I can't even remember his username. I'm just going to call the owner Quack because I actually can't remember his username, but Quack is he's a very good guy, to be honest. Like, he seems like a nice fella. Some server owners get big heads, man. They get a big head and they get an ego about them. And I just want to say, Quack, he is not one of them, man. He seems really nice. I mean, like, honestly, he built an awesome prison server. So what more do you need to see than that, in my opinion? You know what I mean? But he does seem really cool. I do want to say that. It's very easy to cash in with the op prison tech, you know, that they have these days. It is a lot harder to flesh out a like classic prison experience that's actually fun to play and, you know, has all the old features like cells and all that kind of stuff. So big ups to Quack. Shout out to you, my guy. All right, we're gonna go sell what we've mined so far, see how much we can make. Have a bunch of blocks of gold and stuff too, so that's actually gonna add up a lot. Go ahead and sell the 64 first, and then, oh man, dude, we're gonna get a ton from those diamonds. The hustler mine is probably like the best early on value in the game, if I had to guess, because this is way more money than we would have made from the E mine where you start. All right, we do have some raw gold, which I really don't feel like smelting right now, but if we go ahead and do /bal, oh my goodness, we already have 66k, so we are ready to rank up. And like I said earlier, if we do /rank up, it says talk to the warden, because you can't actually rank up that way, so you do need to go to spawn and then head up to the warden, and we will see if we can do that rank up. All right, confirm. There we go. E2. How much do we need for our next rank? 60k. Okay, wow. A little bit more than 40, but I mean, we can totally do it. Another cool thing is they actually do have all of the cell blocks, it looks like, connected to spawn. So if we try to go into the C cell block, it won't let us in there because obviously we are E cell blocks. So we got to find E. But I thought that was really cool because I've always liked that when the prison is fully connected and you're not having to warp around everywhere. I think that's another thing that makes the server feel a lot more like community based and connected, is just having everything connected like this, you know what I mean? And yeah, it might be a little lower FPS because everything is in one big area, but I think in the end it is beneficial for the server. I feel like everybody's got like a decent enough PC these days where we're all probably at least around 60 FPS, which is like playable in my opinion. I think the trade-off is well worth it. Trying to find an empty, oh, there we go. Okay, 6k. We got it for, is that 3 days? I still cannot tell, man. I have no idea. I don't know if it's 3 days or what it is. I honestly couldn't tell you, but I'm gonna assume it's 3 days, and this is our new home up here on the E cell block. First things first, I'm gonna actually make us a crafting table. I know we do have /craft, but I mean, why not just have a crafting table, right? Also some chests. Yeah, we got to get some chests in here. Definitely. Go ahead and get those placed down. I like this a lot more than the typical like prison experience these days where they just give you like a skyblock island or whatever. But guys, let me know in the comments, what do you guys think about this server? Personally, I love it, and I do want to give a huge shout out to TitanMC Prison for sponsoring this series. You guys are awesome, and I do really appreciate it. Next video, you guys, I think we are going to check out, oh, I actually forgot to vote. We're gonna have to check that out next video. So next video, we're gonna check out maybe some voting rewards. We'll also check out out the quest/mission system that they have on this server, because it does look really cool, and there's like quests and stuff hidden all around the entire server. The owner did let me in on that. He was like, yeah, there's quests everywhere. You're gonna be walking around and then boom, you see a quest. And I'm like, okay, well, you know, we're a challenge accepted. We're gonna try and complete all of them. But if you guys did enjoy and you do want to catch my videos, make sure you hit that like button. It does help my videos in the algorithm. Also, consider leaving a comment down below. Maybe just tell me how your day was. And if you are not subscribed yet, be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit the notifications bell and turn all notifications on. We'll see you guys next video. Thank you so much for watching, and peace out.